Yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts and comments actually on Ndamukong Suh. Where do I think he should go? What would be the best fit, money wise or scheme wise or whatever wise that would work for Ndamukong Suh and for that said team. I kind of wanted to get this video out here before any breaking news of him signing with a new team or re-signing with the Lions hits, just in case maybe I'm right. But most awfully, usually I'm wrong. I mean, like I said, I do have my NFL podcast, and I'm trying to grow that and grow this YouTube channel. So you're welcome to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, all sports fans, give my channel a chance. That should be a hashtag give Steve's channel a chance. And like I said, this will be a sports-driven YouTube channel covering the major sports, four major sports: golf, NASCAR, professional wrestling, WWE, specifically usually, but I can talk other professional wrestling like ROH, TNA, and even the independent scenes like AAA and others. But like I said, in the vast scheme of things, it will be a sports channel. So hashtag give Steve's channel a chance, give my channel a chance, subscribe, and tell your friends as well. Like I said, I want to grow here. I am a podcast host. Maybe in time I'll get a contract offer to be part of a radio station locally, or I can relocate to Texas, California, Florida, or even wherever they might want me, if they do want me. But today I wanted to talk about specifically Ndamukong Suh. Like I said, where do I think he should go, and what teams actually will be in the running, like realistically. And I think one of the teams are my Green Bay Packers, the team that I am a reporter of, quote unquote, and podcast host of my show, Talking Packers with Steve, which covers the Green Bay Packers and the NFL, which will return April 28th on Blog Talk Radio. So check it out there in the search on blogtalkradio.com when you have a chance. I greatly appreciate it. But I think my Packers have a chance to land in Ndamukong Suh. I mean, last offseason, we were able to get Julius Peppers, and that came out of left field, even for me as a Packer fan and shareholder. I was pleasantly surprised by it, but I didn't. Usually, we're not in the running for big ticket free agents, like big market free agents, especially in the caliber of Ndamukong Suh or Julius Peppers from last year. Usually, it's because they're too pricey. That they want a lot. And also with our organization and Ted Thompson, we usually don't go after the free agents. We usually want to build our team through the draft, like other teams do. Not all teams do it this way, but some teams like to specifically build their teams through the draft. It might be a slow build, but it's a build, and when it pays off and wins a Super Bowl, then it's worth it. And that's why for the Packers, as good as we are, as good as we've been all my life, and I've been alive since April of 1988. We've been a good team. Maybe not dominant, but always good and always in the hunt, always in the fight, always with a chance to go to the Super Bowl, whether it was with the Brett Favre era or the Aaron Rodgers era. But then again, there's a reason why there's times in history between our Super Bowl wins. We won Super Bowl 1 and Super Bowl 2, and then all the way to Super Bowl 31 with Brett. Then we went to another Super Bowl, lost, yes. And then another break until we went to the Super Bowl with Aaron. And now, another break is, still going between Super Bowl wins. And that's because we built through the draft, and we don't usually get a lot of free agents. I mean, yes, we did get technically Brett Favre and Reggie White, which created our quote-unquote dynasty of greatness from then until currently. But so the Packers, I believe, my Green Bay Packers, are in the running for Ndamukong Suh as much as like I said, we usually do go through the draft, but we're used to him. I mean, we faced him before. He knows our defensive scheme, or I believe he would, and he would be able to adapt and be a part of our team. Yes, his on-field issues are what they are, but just like when a player goes to New England, New England and Green Bay being the top two teams in the NFL, in my opinion. A player goes to New England and they get them right. They or at least they try to, with all their might, to get them right. There in New England, just like here in Green Bay. It's not doing it in a mean way, but you have your way of doing things in Green Bay. You have your way of doing things in New England. I think they're both high class organizations. Even yes, with the Spygate and Deflategate, um, one they were proven of, and the other one was just a rogue employee. Both high class organizations, a great owner there in New England, who I have mad respect for. And a great team president here in Green Bay, because the fans technically are owners here in Green Bay, but a great team president and Ted Thompson. So I think the Packers are in the running. I think New England even is in the running. To be since I brought that up, is in the running, but I think they're near the bottom. I think your top tier team or top teams that have a chance are the ones that have the most money. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the most of anybody of free caps of open cap space that they have. I think it's like $68 to $72 million they have to just throw in a Ndamukong Suh, and other players. Obviously, I mean, if they wanted to, they could try to get Brandon Marshall, but obviously they weren't in the running. I don't even know if they showed any interest, but I think Jacksonville, Oakland, Buffalo, and teams like that have the money and have the resources to get Ndamukong Suh. But I think the top two teams to get him, or top two chances, would be Oakland and Jacksonville, and then in third and fourth place being Buffalo and Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns. I think they have the fourth best chance to land Ndamukong Suh, just with their scheme and their coaching staff. I think, obviously, anywhere he goes would be a good fit for him. So that's we can take that off the table, because that's obviously wherever he goes, he'd be a good fit for them, make their team better, make their defense better. And then there's Buffalo being my number 3 choice. He looks at the Buffalo team. They got LaShawn McCoy. They did get rid of Kiko Alonso, but they had to get LaShawn McCoy to probably draft some defensive players. And I'm sure Ndamukong will talk to them about that, or he will, through his agent, will ask some questions for any of these teams about their plans after signing him, of the draft, or who they're looking at and everything like that. So that's why I think Buffalo would be a great fit, because Buffalo's, to be quite honest, they're getting good fast. At least through the offseason. They're my early offseason winners. Because of who they got and who they still can get, even as of right now. With technically the free agent period not even starting. Technically, the stuff starts when the 2015 NFL season or league year starts on Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And even this weekend, I guess there's the ability to talk with players, like an open window. And I think they do that, to be quite honest. I think they do that so on Tuesday afternoon, or even before then, there's these breaking news on Sports Center, or on the other sports channels like Fox Sports 1 or whatever, Fox Sports 1 and ESPN. Breaking news: this player is going to be signing with this team, or this trade is going to happen pending a physical, or obviously pending when the league year starts as well. All things are pending till then, but that's just like I said. That's just my opinion. I just think that's why they do it, for that fact. Which, hey, I don't mind it. Obviously, as a fan, NFL fan, Packer fan, that's kind of what I expect. So I'm fine with that. But like I said, I think I think the top two teams are the Raiders and the Jaguars. And to be quite honest, I think the team that Ndamukong Suh will sign with, since I'm going to make a prediction and have the courage of my convictions and make a prediction like I do for my WWE pay-per-views, and I will be doing for March Madness. I do many March Madness brackets. I'm going to say that Ndamukong Suh signs with the Oakland Raiders, and that will happen obviously after the league year starts, but I'm going to say that he chooses Like, it comes down to Jacksonville and Oakland, because Jacksonville and Oakland have the most cap space and money to give to him, throw at him, give to him, and with Detroit not being able to re-sign him, like, I didn't even talk about that. Like, I don't think that'll. I think that's a possibility, sure, but that's down my list. Like I said, there's 4 teams that I think can get him, and Detroit's not even one of those. They're in the top 10, obviously, but they're not. They're not in top 4. Green Bay is in the top 5. Even you got Green Bay 5, New England 6. You know, and Detroit might be like 12 or something in the list of 32 teams that could get Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, because yeah. First would be Oakland, second would be Jacksonville, third would be Buffalo, fourth Cleveland, fifth Packers, sixth Patriots, seventh Rams, eighth Redskins, or Washington team, but Washington Redskins. Ninth would be, who would be a good fit? I think the Bears. 10th would be the Dolphins. 11th would be, oh, here's a team to think about. A team that maybe he could go to that make their defense better. Their offense is already good. Yes, they're 11th on this list for a reason. But if you think about it, he could be a good fit for the Denver Broncos. You know, they want to go all in. You know, last year of Peyton Manning's career, I think, he's barely accepted to sign for this year. Might as well give it a shot. So 11 would be then Denver, and then 12th is Detroit Lions to re-sign him. So I don't know. Like I said, that's just my opinion. That's just how I see it. You're welcome to let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section below, and share your thoughts and everything. But like I said, my pick is going to be he'll sign with the Oakland Raiders, because like I said, the top 2 teams you'll be looking at is Jacksonville, Oakland, as I sit in my ranking there. And you're welcome to listen back to that part if you want to see my list and write that down, and then see which team actually gets him and see where he was on my list. But anyways, those are the top 2 teams on my list for a reason. Jacksonville and Oakland have the most money to give to him. Then he looks at the Jacksonville Jaguars situation and the Justin Blackmon issues and the other things, and yes, Florida is somewhere, no state income tax, so that definitely does matter. As much as sometimes people say it as a joke, it's a real thing to think about, a real thing to consider. That's why the Dolphins are also in contention. And technically, if you want to say, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are always in contention with any team because of that simple situation, or simple fact, but obviously other variables, keep players away from Tampa Bay, at least for now. See, the best thing about the NFL and why NFL is king of all sports, in my opinion, is because that teams that are bad either one year can flip it, turn it, reverse it, and be the best or one of the best in the NFL the next and following season, which is great. I mean, heck, the NFC South, I believe it was, each year, in concurrent years, last to first, last to first, last to first, last to first, first to near last. But that kind of, I don't know, that kind of thing. It makes you think. Just like every year, as they say, when the season starts, everybody's 0-0. Everybody of the 32 teams have a chance to be Super Bowl champions at the end of that said season. And as much as obviously teams are getting poo-pooed right away and yada yada yada, technically they all have a chance. From the defending Super Bowl champions of that year, which this year will be the Patriots, all the way down to the last team, which obviously had the number 1 overall pick for the 2015 draft this year, Tampa Bay. So from the defending champions to the number 1 pick of the upcoming drafts of that said year, whether it's this year or moving forward, have a chance in the next season to be Super Bowl champions. Yes, there's still a ranking. Yes, this team has more of a chance than that team. Sure, I understand that, and that's the best thing NFL fans and NFL pundits on ESPN and other networks can talk about it. But I don't know. Like I said, it's just my personality. I'm just a positive kind of person, maybe to a fault or whatever. But And that's just how I am, and I like that thing of the parity and the equal ground, all the teams have here in the NFL, and that's how it should be for all sports, and that's how I think it kind of is in some other sports, but not all sports. So whatever, to each his own. Different sports, different things. So, but like I said, Ndamukong Suh to the Raiders. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if any of the teams in my top 14 are the ones to get him. All the way from number 1 to the Oakland Raiders to 14th or 12th. I don't remember how far I went. I think it's 12th. Detroit Lions. So, with all that said, welcome to, like I said, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I know there's a lot of NFL fans out there. I kind of talked about my other video today. Hashtag give Steve's channel a chance. Share it with a friend, let people know, and I can spread the word. Like I said, I am a sports channel. I think I can slowly build subscribers. I know it's not going to happen in one night. As much as I want that to happen, I believe and respect that won't happen. But maybe get 2 to 3 subscribers per day, or something, or maybe to show something that people are actually, either A, giving my channel a chance, or B, really do like my channel and will plan to stay as my subscriber for a long time. So either way, I don't mind. But like I said, leave in the comment section what you think, your thoughts. Where do you think Ndamukong Suh should be? Did I leave a team out there in my top 12? I mean, I mentioned 12 teams. You think I wouldn't have left out any teams that are a viable option to get Ndamukong Suh? But that just shows how many teams should be interested, will be interested, and have a chance, whether it's a slim chance or big chance, to land Ndamukong Suh. Because that guy, he's going to get paid, and he's going to get paid soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and have a safe, fun weekend.